Hey, Robby.
Victoria, how you doing?
Robby, state your full name.
My name is Robby. Well, actually, the full name is Robert Cunning Barbaro. Cunning like a fox in the middle there.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Okay, what's your story and how did you get here to
What's my
Woodstock
story?
Fruit Festival 2013?
Wow, what's my story? You know, I mean, I've been into this since December 2006. I came across Dr. Graham's book, did a consultation with him where I would email him every morning for 90 days, and he'd email me back every single day for 90 days straight.
Wow.
So we got to know each other pretty well, and I learned a lot. And when I first started, I did just bananas for the first week, and then bananas and lettuce and celery, and then grapes, and I kept on adding one more fruit. And I fell in love with the lifestyle. I mean, honestly, I love fruit so much, it's not even funny.
Okay, but besides that, why did you get into the lifestyle?
So I was actually diagnosed with type 1 diabetes when I was 12, turning 13.
Type 1?
Type 1, yeah. And
What were your symptoms?
Well, actually, my older brother has type 1 diabetes as well. So I've been joking with my parents for a while. I think I have type 1 diabetes because I was excessively thirsty and urinating an excessive amount. And they're like, no, you don't. They thought I was just crazy. And then one night I was just cramping like crazy, and my mom said, okay, go use your brother's blood sugar meter and see what it is. And I was at home and I measured and I was over 400. And my brother just basically told me right then and there, you have type 1 diabetes, pack your bags, we'll go to the doctor, and then we're going to take you to the hospital. You'll be there for a few days. And that's what happened.
So then you looked up online what you could
then
do?
I eventually just started getting slowly but surely learning a little bit more. Like I learned, MSG is bad for you, and organic is better. And I learned, about preservatives. And then I got into the Weston Price Foundation and did their stuff. So raw milk is better than pasteurized milk, and meat from free-range chickens or eggs or whatever. All that's all the basics of that.
Right. And
I was on a forum online, and I was telling people why I was drinking raw milk and all that, and they suggested that I watch the movie Earthlings. And I watched Earthlings, and that changed my life. I was sick for like a few days after seeing what I saw. And I was like, wow, these people know something that I don't know. They just opened my mind up. So I took their suggestions about what books to read. And at that time, they told me to read, I came across Gabriel Cousins' program. And so I did the phase 1 and phase 2. Actually, I did phase 1 of his program for, I believe I did it like hardcore for about 28 days or so. And
which was what? What did that entail, the Gabriel Cousins?
It was high fat. It was like no fruit. I think I could have a few berries or something like that. I don't remember exactly.
Because you were afraid because you were diabetic.
Well, yeah. I mean, I would just basically do whatever I thought was right. And at that point, based on my level of consciousness, that made the most sense.
Right.
So I did that, and I was in touch with Kurt Tyson. He's in that movie Raw for 30 Days. He was actually a type 1 diabetic that reversed the disease, and as far as I know, he doesn't take any insulin these days. So he was friendly on the phone and helpful, and I think the main difference, I haven't been able to get off insulin on my journey. The main difference for him was he made lifestyle adjustments very soon after being diagnosed.
I see.
There's a couple of young children in the movement who do the pH Miracle diet,
right?
And they've also been able to stay off insulin. But again, I mean, I still have yet to see an example of somebody who's been taking insulin for a long time,
right,
and then been able to get off it. I'm certainly open to learning and hearing about those examples.
I pray for you that you do.
Yeah, me too.
So, in other words, you have type 1 diabetes.
Yeah.
And you are eating fruit.
I eat a lot of fruit.
So people want to know,
well,
how is that possible that you are eating all that sugar and not afraid that your blood sugar is going to go up and all that stuff that everybody gets fearful of?
Yeah.
What do you think is the real problem in diabetes and all that?
Based on my experience in the research I've read, it's definitely, too much fat in the diet is a big problem to not allow the
Any
insulin.
fat?
Yeah, whether it be animal fat, plant-based fat. I mean, you start getting into super high numbers, like 30, 40, 50, 60, 70%, you got problems. I mean, if somebody's having like some avocados in their diet or something, maybe a little bit of nut and seeds, and they, a couple days here and there or something, their percentage is, 15, 20, 25. I mean, probably not going to be that big of a deal,
right?
But keeping it low fat is, for me, and the consistency has been key to successfully managing it. And what I've done, actually, for a while, I had a little non-profit organization, and I was educating people about diabetes and all that. and I documented every single morsel of food that went in my mouth for the entire year, 365 days in a row. And I also documented every single blood sugar reading and every single insulin injection.
Unbelievable.
So that's all sitting on the internet, all 365 days.
What's the website that someone can go to?
They'd have to go to, it's actually tough to find because my website sort of had some problems and I haven't had a chance to really fix it. So now it just forwards to my Facebook page.
Right.
But to get it, you go to healthyoptimist.smugmug.com.
Okay.
And then that'll bring you to my homepage of all my pictures, and you'll be able to see all that information.
Yeah, because I'm sure people have this problem that need to document, need documentation of anybody doing something like this because it's crazy to them.
And I should have done like a better summary of the end, because if you look at it like day by day, some days I'm taking more insulin, some days I'm taking less. But if you average all 365 days, my average insulin intake was, I think it was 44 units a day. So
is that low?
That's pretty close to average. It's a little bit above average of what if you look at all the journals about what a normal pancreas will secrete. I think a normal pancreas is somewhere around 30. I'm not an expert on that, but so
they can find you on your Facebook page at least. Yeah,
they can find me there.
And what do you promote these days? What is the company that you're promoting? I'm sure people have heard of it.
Yeah, I'm fortunate enough to be part of the Forks Over Knives team.
Nice.
And if you haven't seen the movie yet, it's on Netflix, and our books are also out there.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
So that's it. If you're living proof, how many years is this?
Since December 2006. So,
wow. Oh my God. So like
we're
7 years.
August 2013 here.
There you go. So what do you think? Woodstock Fruit Festival 2014?
It's going to be epic. What are we talking? Are we thinking like 800, 900 people?
Probably.
Something like that.
Okay,
Robby. Check it out, folks. Show them the lake in Victoria. I mean, seriously. Guys, this is so
much fun. And the massage tent over there?
It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable.
It's unbelievable. It really is.
I'll see you guys next year.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Thank you so much, Robby.
Right.
Love you. Take care.
See ya.